Sorry, didn't see you there. So, imagine the scenario. You've been flicking through the appointment section in the papers or having a look at the particular jobs board, whatever it may be, and you spot a job ad that's going to be ideal for one of your employees. You know, it's the giving them the development they need for the next stage in their career. Perhaps it's a new role that you haven't got in your organisation. Perhaps it's working in a different country that you don't have operations in. Whatever it may be, this is something that would be ideal for them. So, what's going to happen? Well, in most organisations, I think the common approach would be to ignore the fact that you've seen that job. You're certainly not going to talk to your employee. You might go as far as giving them an extra project or some additional overtime to keep them busy so they don't get time to have a look at the papers or go online and see what jobs there might be around. You know, you're going to do everything you can to keep them away from that job, apart from you're not going to talk to them about it. Because obviously if you talk to them, they're going to know about it and they're going to apply. It's just fundamentally dishonest. And it's treating them as human resources, you know, as resources in your organisation to help your organisation achieve its goals. And to an extent, there's nothing wrong with that, other than it is dishonest and it's not particularly effective. Because eventually the employee is going to see or hear about the job and they're going to apply for it and they're not going to talk to you about it. So there's not going to be the conversation until they've been interviewed, they've got the job, and then they're going to come and talk to you and resign. And then this whole machinery kicks in to try to get them to change their mind. You know, it's just bizarre. So what we really need is a way that we can focus on individuals as providers of valuable human capital, which is going to provide the basis for organisational success and transformation. And the traditional employment contract simply doesn't support that. It doesn't provide the context that we can talk about other jobs. So here's an alternative, and this is what I've been calling a career partnership. And a career partnership says, let's not focus simply on an individual contract, let's think about a relationship. And let's not think about our people, or at least the most valuable people. Yeah, perhaps this isn't something that applies across the board, but it's our most valuable talent. It's the people in the organisation who have a natural fit in our organisation. You know, their skills, their human capital, their interests, their motivations, their particular values fit with us. They fit with our capabilities and mission and vision and mojo and organisation capability. You know, these are the sort of people who should naturally be working in our organisation rather than any of our competitors, for whom there's simply no reason to go and work elsewhere other than we know they're going to. You know, none of these people are going to work in one organisation all of their lives. But there's that opportunity to create a relationship. You know, if they were going to have a relationship with a particular employer, that would definitely be for us. So it's about finding those people and then thinking about them not as an employee, but as a partner. And having a real focus on developing their human capital for them and for us. So if we see a job which is going to be the ideal next step for their development, it's not in our organisation, it's somewhere else, but it's something that they should do, we're going to have that conversation with them. We're going to encourage them to apply, and if they get the job, we're going to encourage them to leave to go and do that. Of course, we're going to stay in contact with them. We're going to maintain a relationship, and at the point that's appropriate for them and for us, we're going to start talking to them about coming back into the organisation. And by then, they're going to be even more talented and more valuable for us. You know, why not? From a traditional human resources perspective, it's a bizarre thing to propose. But I think once you think about it from a perspective of human capital management, of developing that person's human capital, it's just intuitively right. You know, why would you not take this approach? It enables you to be honest, and it creates a more effective way of working with that particular individual. And of course, although for an individual employment contract you may get them for a shorter period of time, over that relationship where they come into the organisation and leave and come back and leave maybe a few times, you're going to get them for much more time overall.